Yeah, let's see what the cards have to say for you. This is my favorite deck. It's an Osho Zen Tarot deck. It was recommended to me that it would be a good fit, and the person that recommended it was right. Um, so I like to do a diamond spread for a 5 card or for a general reading. It's 5 cards. The first card is the focus, and then the second and third card are the internal and external influence around the focus. The fourth card is what's needed to overcome, and the fifth card is the higher understanding or resolution. Yeah, she's not here to help. Turning in. Inner voice. Ooh, I like how spirit is talking to you. So let's see. Let's put these cards together. The Fool is a good one. I like the text that comes with the Fool. Moment to moment, and with every step, the fool leaves the past behind. He carries nothing more than his purity, innocence, and trust, symbolized by the white rose in his hand. The pattern on his waistcoat contains the colors of all 4 elements of the tarot, indicating that he is in harmony with all that surrounds him. His intuition is functioning at its peak. At this moment, the Fool has the support of the universe to make this jump into the unknown. Adventures await him in the river of life. This card indicates that if you trust your intuition right now, your feeling of rightness of things, you cannot go wrong. Your actions may appear foolish to others, or even to yourself, if you try to analyze them with the rational mind. But the 0 place occupied by the Fool is the numberless number where trust and innocence are the guides, not skepticism and past experience. I think that's beautiful. Innocence and purity in a moment. Like, who wouldn't want to be the Fool? Unless you're the master, which is, the mature version of the Fool. But I love the excitement that the now moment offers. And when you face each now moment with a fresh perspective, a fresh lens, a clean slate, it makes life so much more interesting and exciting to experience. Let's see, totality. That is the internal influence. Okay, 5 of fire. Okay. These 3 women are high in the air, playful and free, yet alert and interdependent. In a trapeze act, nobody can afford to be a little bit absent, even for a split second. And it is this quality of total attentiveness to the moment in hand that is represented here. We may feel there are too many things to do at once, but get bogged down in trying to do a bit here, a bit there, instead of taking one task at a time and getting on with it. Or perhaps we think our task is boring because we've forgotten that it's not what you do, but how you do it that matters. Developing the knack of being total and responding to whatever comes as it comes is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Taking one step through life at a time, giving each step your complete attention and energy can bring a wondrous new vitality and creativity to all that you do. I love that. That's a different verbiage for the perspective of the Fool. Trusting each moment, taking this moment as it is, and embracing it fully so that you can move positively to the next one. No one moment stands alone because they all flow together. And so if you move in trust, you move in fluid motion with the pace of life as it's most meant for you. Yes, indeed. I like the Beyond Illusion card. This card has come up multiple times tonight. It's spring equinox, so I love that parallel cards are finding their way to speak tonight. Beyond Illusion. Love that perspective of not what you do, but how you do it. Yes, absolutely. Um, one of the biggest things that I've learned in my mental health journey was my mind is, I choose how my mind is. I have the power to influence the vibrance or the intensity or the positive polarity of my mind. Okay, 1 minute ad, so I'll wait on that. Polarity of mind. No, not what you love, how you do it. Okay, so we'll be back when you come back. You're back. Call me your daddy. Yeah, I made it back. And now you've made it back. I'm working on a reading for Zabuninja, but once we're done with that, we will get you your reading. Glad you made it back. Welcome back, Zabu. All right, so we were talking about totality and how it aligns with the Fool. So, the inner influence is asking you to trust and just lean into the moment with all for all that it is. And then beyond illusion, that's what I was going to. Beyond illusion is the external influence in the moment. The butterfly in this card represents the outer, that which is constantly moving, and that which is not real but an illusion. Oh, before I start reading this, I want to come back to your comment. Love that perspective of not what you do, but how you do it. Your choice in how you participate things is yours. And so if your mind is negatively connecting to your moments of participation, then ultimately how you're doing it is not a fun experience. So if you can find a way to experience life in a positive way and feel good in life no matter what you're doing, there's a lot of peace and prosperity and just abundance and wealth to be found in that kind of state of bliss. Um, Ultimately, hope, I think most of us want to be happy. And so if you can be happy witnessing life, then you can be happy engaging in life. And so it pulls it back into how you see the world outside of yourself. Like the Fool, is it innocent and pure, or is it tainted by your life's experiences? And so you come with almost a jaded nature. So let's see, beyond illusion. You said fatality like in Mortal Kombat. I did? I don't remember what I said. My bad. The butterfly in this card represents the outer, that which is constantly moving and that which is not real but an illusion. Behind the butterfly is the face of consciousness, looking inward to that which is eternal. The space between the two eyes is opened, revealing the lotus of spiritual unfoldment and the rising sun of awareness. Through the rising of the inner sun, meditation is born. The card reminds us not to look outside for what is real, but to look within. When we focus on externals, we too often get caught up in judgments. This is good. This is bad. I want this. I don't want that. These judgments keep us trapped in our illusions, our sleepiness, our old habits and patterns. Drop your opinionated mind and move inside. There you can relax into your own deepest truth, where the difference between dreams and reality is already known. Oh, I said totality. Okay, thank you for translating that. That's funny. I like that. My husband does that kind of thing. He'll catch me saying something and he's always able to twist it to say something funny or different. Or like one time, we had made a joke. We were signing off a stream we had done together, and I made this sign and said, like, peace, right? But that's not the peace sign. So we made the joke that it was peace and buttholes, right? And our daughter, who was a young teen at the time, heard that and he effortlessly translated it to peace and bubbles, like bubbles. And so she totally didn't know what she had heard, but I did. And I love that kind of ability to play with words and just have fun with them. So beyond illusion, the external world, it comes back to how we perceive things, how we witness reality. The external world is what it is, but how are we seeing how it is? That's the truth of the matter. Our perspective is personal, and so how we're going to see things is always going to be personal. But the real question is, how might that perspective be skewed or distorted or distracting you from what's really there? And so I think this beyond illusion is kind of, again, another call for trusting in what's there more than just what you see. And I like that the what's needed card is turning in, because that's literally, how do you see what's there when it's fluid based on a moment of perception? Well, you go inward. You see what's within. Because what we see within is what we see without. 4 of water. There it is. 104. The woman in this image has a faint smile on her face. In fact, she is just watching the antics of the mind, not judging, not trying to stop them, not identified, just watching as if they were traffic on the road or ripples on the surface of a pond. And the antics of the mind are slightly amusing as it jumps up and down and twists this way and that, trying to get your attention and seduce you into the game. To develop the knack of taking a distance from the mind is one of the greatest blessings. It is what meditation is all about, really. Not chanting a mantra or repeating an affirmation, but just watching, as if the mind belongs to somebody else. You are ready to take this distance now and to watch the show without getting caught up in the drama. Indulge yourself in the simple freedom of turning in whenever you can, and the knack of meditation will grow and deepen in you. I love turning in. The world is what it's going to be, and I can only do so much to influence it. But inside, that's all me. That's just 100% unfiltered me. And so going within, I get to be with myself and see how I see things from my own perspective. And then I like to reflect on how my perspective might be seen in the eyes of others. And so try to twist it from a different lens. But ultimately, knowing that the only perspective I have is my own, and even that one can be distorted if I'm not in the right state of mind or clarity, centered, grounded. Interesting. But always turning inward, gently accepting what's there, peacefully existing with the self. It's a great way to overcome so much. And so in the Fool in the Journey, if up to now you find yourself jaded by the past, turn inward and go where the past is no more. You're right here, you're right now, you're all that is. And so all those answers, all that knowing, awareness, it's all there for you to listen to. Just give yourself the chance. And so it makes sense that, the higher understanding, it's the inner voice. Your clarity comes when you give yourself a chance to listen to yourself speak on the inside. So inner voice, let's go to that. The inner voice speaks not in words, but in the wordless language of the heart. It is like an oracle who only speaks the truth. If it had a face, it would be like the face at the center of this card, alert, watchful, and able to accept both the dark and the light, symbolized by the two hands holding the crystal. The crystal itself represents the clarity that comes from transcending all dualities. The inner voice can also be playful as it dives deep into emotions and emerges again to soar towards the sky like two dolphins dancing in the waters of life. It is connected with the cosmos through the crescent moon crown and the earth as represented by the green leaves on the figure's kimono. There are times in our lives when too many voices seem to be pulling us this way and that. Our very confusion in such situations is a reminder to seek silence and centering within. Only then are we able to hear our truth. I love this. This was such a beautifully aligned reading. The clarity, innocence, and purity, and then breaking it down into the internal focus and trust, the external truth that we see, turning inward to witness reality as it is, and while turning inward, finding the voice that speaks truth. So it's just a wonderfully well-rounded reading. I hope these words or the cards have provided insight or maybe something to help you in the moment, Zabu. I appreciate the chance to do the reading for you and I hope you're going to walk away with something positive.